When you've pissed off the estate of George Carlin and the voice actor of Joker in Persona 5 all in 1 week, you've got to know you're doing something wrong. Hello and welcome back to AI Roundup, a weekly digest of all things AI related. I'm your host Phil Buck, and if you enjoy what we're doing here on the show, please hit that like button and sub to the channel. Today we're delving into a topic that's stirring up the world of voice acting and beyond. First up, a groundbreaking yet contentious development in the world of voice acting. SAG-AFTRA, the union representing performers, has struck a deal with AI voice technology company Replica Studios. It's a first of its kind pact, allowing union members to license digital replicas of their voices for video games. Here's the catch: not everyone's cheering. For many voice actors, this move is less about opportunity and more about the looming shadow of AI taking over their jobs. The agreement, which came after a historic Hollywood strike last year, marks a significant shift in the industry's approach to AI. While the union leaders hail it as a pioneering step ensuring consent and compensation, the sentiment on the ground is a mix of skepticism and concern. Voices from within the community like Erica Ishii and Xander Mobus are questioning the level of consultation and the implications of this deal. Upon first reading this article, I felt like this was a move in the right direction, but just by taking a quick look at Xander Mobus' X feed, he, among many other voice actors, are clearly not happy with this move by SAG-AFTRA. Reactions range from floating the idea of legal action against the union to the sad reflection that it feels like the union, built to protect the workers, had actually turned against them. One user, Janisku7, really cut to the heart of this, which I think it should be reflected in more of these, creative AI models when they say if it doesn't include the run cost plus the voice actor fee by contract amount every time it runs, then it's totally not ethical. I think that's a great point. I think that's something that, when people are worried about a creative AI model like a voice synthesis or a image generator or a movie generator, this is what they're worried about. Yeah, okay, I can license my likeness to this thing, but am I going to be compensated every time it's used, or is this like a one-time deal? And in an equally controversial voice-related story, this week witnessed the release of an AI-generated comedy special featuring the late George Carlin. It's called George Carlin, I'm Glad I'm Dead. And I got to give credit, it's a pretty good title. It was created by the comedic AI Dudesy, and it has sparked a debate far beyond its content. Carlin's daughter Kelly has openly criticized the special, underscoring the ethical dilemmas of using AI to clone voices and likenesses, especially of those who've passed away. First, we had posthumous holographic recreations of Tupac. Now it's AI of comedy legends used to make new specials from beyond the grave. Kelly's words are a poignant reminder of the human element in this technological saga. Her statement reflects a broader discomfort with the idea of machines replicating the unique genius of human artists. It raises critical questions. Where do we draw the line? How do we balance innovation with respect for individual artistry? For me, all this culminating over the last week or so leaves many hard questions to answer. For instance, if SAG-AFTRA is leaning toward licensing people's voices to AI companies for replication, should the Carlin estate have some say over whether or not a posthumous special can be released by cloning his voice? It's one thing to do this for fun, but it's another thing entirely when you're making this kind of content for a monetized YouTube channel. Personally, I have a ton of problems with this special. Namely, first off, I know it's their bit that an AI named Dudesy runs the show, but let's be real here. Somebody behind the scenes is pulling the strings to make all this AI technology work together to replicate George Carlin. Likely, I think it's the show co-host Chad Kultgen, and I think they're hiding behind this premise of an AI doing it. In my research of AI technology, whenever you use a voice cloning tool, like for instance 11 Labs, there is an explicit warning that you shouldn't use recordings of someone you don't have the rights to use their voice. The video in question starts with a major disclaimer that the AI Dudesy is doing an impression. But let's be real here, there is no Dudesy. So Chad, did you check that little box when you uploaded a grip of George Carlin's old specials to 11 Labs? I mean, little asterisks here. I don't know for sure that's what he did, but that's how I've learned to do it. And I imagine very many similar methods would have the same restrictions. So something is fishy about all this. And if you take a look back at plenty of previous episodes of Dudesy, you'll see that this isn't the first time they've cloned someone's voice. and I feel pretty confident that they didn't have the rights or consent to do that. When we previously covered Ghostwriter, the artist who used AI to recreate the voices of Drake and The Weeknd on his own track, that music was taken down from YouTube as fast as people could repost it. The original was taken down and it was, saved and reposted by others that would immediately get thousands of views and then quickly be taken down. So should this special be struck down from YouTube for copyright infringement? Or is parody more applicable here since it is a comedy special we're talking about? I don't know. What's your take on AI voice cloning and the posthumous use of artists' work? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below or join us on the MMM Discord. Remember, if you enjoy what we're doing here on the show, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, and that's as much ground as we can cover on this for today. Signing off for this January 15th episode of AI Roundup, I'm Phil Buck, and I'll see you next time.
This has been a broadcast of the MSP Media Network.